What is going on, my Atomic Autoworks friends? Today we're going to be putting gel in a motorcycle seat, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about it. I know we've done videos in the past, but this one is going to be a little more in depth on this specific seat that we're doing and telling you pros and cons of gel. A lot of times we'll have people that will say, and this is going on for the last 20 years, everybody wants gel in their seat because they want it more comfortable. We do not recommend adding gel to a seat if your seat is already comfortable. It's not going to make it more comfortable. Gel is only good for butt burning and sore cheekbones when you cannot modify the shape of the foam. So with this seat here, the customer is happy with the height and width of it. He wants to reuse the factory seat cover on here, but he wants to fix his cheekbone problems without modifying the seat. And I say without modifying the seat because if you were to sculpt this seat and dish it, you could actually make it work really well for the customer. You get longer rides out of it, and you don't need gel. Gel, again, butt burning, sore cheekbones when you don't want to modify the foam. With the gel that we use, we only use orthopedic gel. A lot of people think gel is really squishy and soft. The orthopedic gel is actually a little bit firmer. You want that because what it does, it cuts down on road vibration. It basically dampens your ride. You don't really notice it for the first half an hour to an hour, but after an hour, you'll really notice that your cheekbones don't hurt, and you will notice quickly that the butt burning's gone. The butt burning is just caused from soft foam. When you get too much foam and it's too soft, it vibrates a lot. We've been seeing it less and less over the years, like 30 years ago, 20 years ago, when motorcycle seats were a lot thicker, the touring seats, and they use a lot of soft foam. You sit on them, they feel cushy, but when you're riding, it actually vibrate, and that vibrate gives you your butt burning. The new seats are always a little bit lower profile. You want them to look a little better on your bike, so therefore the foam is actually a little bit more firm, so that really cuts that down, but then it also adds to the sore cheekbones. And obviously the only reason you have sore cheekbones is because all your weight is dissipated just on your cheekbones. If you were able to sculpt it out so that your whole butt is absorbed more in the foam, it will actually take away that cheekbone. But when you have a seat that's not really that wide and your butt's wider, you really can't do that. So that's why you go to the next best option, which is gel. And the reason we use orthopedic gel is because biker gel is made by bikers, and we are not like scientists, we're not chemists, we're not like in an orthopedic world where you have someone sitting in a wheelchair for their entire life, and when you're in your wheelchair for your entire life, I'm assuming you want the best comfort, and the most research is going into that. The biker gel we do not recommend. We do trials on all the gel for companies and manufacturers, and for the last 30 years we've done every single thing you could think of, and the only one that works is orthopedic gel. So because he wants to add gel to this seat, we're just gonna, and reuse the original seat cover, we're gonna cut this out, we're gonna put it in, and what we like to do is always make sure that the gel is within 1/4 inch of your seating surface. If you bury it under a lot of foam, sometimes the foam will actually still give you your butt burning. It will still help with the cheekbone issues, but it's always good to have at least 1/4 inch of foam on top of this gel. So what we're gonna do is go through, what's different is we have to pay attention to each individual who's riding the bike, because some people are really wide and some people are really narrow. If you have a guy or gal that their butt cheeks are here and here, and you have the gel here, the gel's going to stop on the edge, and you're going to feel the difference. So you want to make sure that you split your gel and have it on your cheeks where it's most important. If you have a person that's narrower and you have the gel out here and they're sitting on it, they're going to feel it. So you got to think about it a little bit, and it is specific to each rider. So we're just going to go through and fit this gel the way that should go. So you can see here the seat's all set. It looks exactly like it did when it first came in. Not a big surprise when you get it done, but a lot of people like the way their seat looks. They don't want to change the look of it. They don't want to change the shape of it, and they want that little extra comfort for the sore cheekbones or butt burning. And this is what it is. So here you have a solo seat for a street glide, but now it looks, feels, and one thing we actually just went through with Anthony was touching the foam too. Whenever you want to press to see the difference of the foam, don't stick your finger in it. You will notice that sometimes you want your palm. You push your palm in there, put the pressure on it, and that tells you the difference between your foam. This here, it goes right into it, and it does the opposite of this foam. When you push it down, it goes in and then stiffens up as you go down. It actually like absorbs it and gets harder as it goes. The back here, your initial is hard, but then it softens underneath it, which is a problem when you're looking for comfort. So if you like this video, please remember, like, share, follow, subscribe, ring the bell, come back, watch more videos, tell a friend, tell all your friends, tell anybody's friends. Thanks for watching.